Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Tea Time, where I share intuitive insights with you in my free time. My name is Courtney of Cicely Verdani. Today, we are going to get into a collective general reading for the present time. You can watch this at any time, and it will resonate for you the way that it's meant to. And please do enjoy the rugged appearance of my background and any background noise. I am in a local art studio owned by my friend, and that's where we're doing this reading today. So enjoy. Let's get right into it. What is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for the collective today? We have Oracle of Wands, number 34, reduces down to 7. So this huge collective transformation, it's come about through lots of shared intention throughout time. It's a very fortunate time that we're stepping into, contrary to popular belief or opinion. And there's going to be this truth and clarity emerging. A lot of you in my collective have been in kind of a state of darkness. You've been held in the dark, but you have persisted through the darkness, and that could be darkness in the form of lack of information, darkness in the form of, like hidden things being kind of projected onto you, and you've kind of been a victim to it, but you haven't allowed yourself to be victimized. You've continuously just worked on manifesting stability for yourself and others, be that spiritually or be that real like material foundations, which I see a lot of you have been working on, material foundations. And when you do that, you're not doing that out of greed, you're doing that out of love and for your tribe, whatever aligns is whatever your pride, right? But pride not in the negative sense, your pride is in your community. What is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my collective today with ease and grace? I have the Empress. Yeah. This is some kind of ultimate, abundant manifestation here. A lot of love, a lot of things coming to fruition and blooming and flourishing. And just unity. So I see your manifestations coming true. What is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my collective today with ease and grace? What does my collective need to know today for their highest good? Ace of Wands. So manifesting peace and continuing to go with the flow is really important to allow these manifestations to come through. Continuing to be sturdy in your intentions, but also learning how to work with the elements that have been thrust upon you. And I see that you've already done that in the past. So this is just to continue doing that. This is encouragement to continue doing that, even though it's always darkest before the dawn. It may look like more challenges are coming to you, though you've remained so steadfast and so dutiful. But this is a process that's going to help rid you of any pride that you have been, or ego that you have been operating from. That is going to be the benefit for your growth. But it's also just a time where you will be kind of hatching or seeing the fruits of your labor if you hang in there just a little longer, continue with your intentions, and continue with your faith. So if you have been operating from a paradigm that it's in your hands and you have to do the work and you have the control or the power over your manifestations, you're going to see where you are actually in union with God, as I like to believe. You're working in union with God to manifest, or the universe or your higher power to manifest these things. So it's not all in your hands. So you're going to be able to release that and see that it's actually above you, but that by remaining steadfast, remaining clear in your intentions, you are becoming a channel for it to come through. So I know that it feels like there's a lot of weight on your shoulders, so your pride may be hurt in this process, but it's also to help you relieve that weight that's upon you, because it's not all on you, and you can have faith and you can kind of give your worries, to something greater. Please clarify the Oracle of Wands. What is the highest truth, clarity, wisdom, insight for my collective today? With ease and grace, please clarify the Oracle of Wands. Please clarify the Oracle of Wands. One card at a time, please. Please clarify the Oracle of Wands. What is the highest divine... Whoa. Bunch of cards keep coming out at a time. Please clarify the Oracle of Wands. Please clarify the Oracle of Wands for my collective today. Okay, 2 cards at a time insist on coming out, at least. So I have 5 of Cups and 7 of Wands here. So these cards speak of strife. So, and this is in the past position. So for some of us, we've been too stuck in our ways in the past, and to close down to other perspectives, and that's kind of being stripped away from us. Like, we're not able to stay stuck in our own views. We have to transcend those views, and it's kind of a rude awakening, but it quickly gets better. It's only for the highest good. And it's a completion of this cycle of being stuck in the dark, because the darkness was actually like, it was kind of put upon us. Like, it wasn't our own karma to bear, and so it will be made right. Like, whoever was keeping you in the dark, whoever was keeping you down, like, that will be brought to light, and you will be freed from that illusion that was placed upon you. Please clarify the Empress. We have 10 of Swords. Yeah, all those swords in your back. It's like it's too much now, and it's a divine reckoning kind of thing. 10 of Swords is like, it's like overkill, right? It's like, yeah, that's too much. And now we're finally going to be able to see things clearly. That full moon back there, it's a clearing. Big changes and clearing out. That's how does it pertain to the Empress? Anyone that was like pretending to have your best interest in mind, you will see the truth. And you'll see who your real friends are. And nothing's meant to last forever. So you'll start to see the beauty of beginnings making way, endings making way for new beginnings, and This is going to happen throughout the course of a year. To just bring you more space for new beginnings, all those things that you were trying to create or manifest in the past or work towards in the past, feeling blocked. You'll see what was getting in the way, and you're going to be able to clear those things out to make way for the new beginnings, for the things that you truly wanted. Please clarify Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and then you'll have clear insight about the work that you're meant to be doing. And a lot of us are going to find clarity of emotion, or so if you haven't done much emotional work in the past and your emotions feel bigger than you and your emotions feel confusing to you, it's going to allow for a pure, a clearing, a healing, release. So it's going to be overwhelming emotion, and it might seem like it's too much to bear or like it's tumultuous, but in reality, you're going to have clarity about the work that needs to be done in order to clear it out. Whereas in the past, it was so much bigger than us. So a lot of depression, we're going to be lifted out of depression for those of us who struggle with that. So with the depression, it feels bigger than you. But in this new state over the course of the next year, you'll start to be aware of what's actually going on and how to work through it. Little by little by little. And it's still going to be challenging, but there's going to be a method to the madness, whereas before it was just like this overwhelming, like enveloping kind of sensation. And a lot of this is going to come about in the form of new information. And this is stabilizing information. And we don't necessarily always put like spiritualism and stability in the same category, but everything is spiritual, because spirituality encompasses the totality of being, all of what is present in the universe or the multiverse. And so we're going to be exploring that element of life, which is the material world, and how our self-worth and our emotions impact our manifestations, our physical world, our money, like. And so there's a real call not to action, but to reflection and understanding. To, whenever you're presented with new information, even if it's challenging, to parse through it with patience and insight. So to put your judgments aside and allow yourself to be transformed. And yeah, it's information that's not going to be easy to hear, because you know, for some of us, it's things that we didn't want to see. Like if there was like an abusive dynamic we were in, and we didn't want to see that the person on the other end didn't have our best interest in mind, or was lying to us and gaslighting us. It's kind of like because I could think back in 2020, we're starting to understand narcissistic dynamics on a collective level. like during like COVID-19 and stuff. But I think that this is an even more sinister and covert kind of, so we're going to understand like covert narcissism a little bit better now. And that's just a label, but it's just like kind of how tricky some forces can be when they're trying to take away our free will or keep us in the dark. And it's like a lot of the work that needs to be done upon yourself will just start to happen naturally. And so a lot of times when we're doing spiritual healing, we start to feel broken, but it's like the pieces are going to be brought back together. So allow your eyes to be open. Allow yourself to kind of really receive information that may be contrary to your opinion, because that's going to help you to formulate, like, try to be open to opinions that differ from your own and really think of them critically and logically with openness. A lot of cognitive dissonance is going to be cleared away. And it's going to be hard to do, but it's going to happen naturally. Why is this happening? Like, how and why? How will this awakening happen for the collective? How will this awakening happen for the collective? Slowly. But also there's this sense of self-worth that's going to become apparent, and it's like when following the path of your highest good, you are following, I've said this before, you're following whatever is for my highest good is the highest good of all. And if you think that your highest good is like negates the interest of the whole, that's actually not your highest good, because it's compromising a deeper part of yourself, a part of your soul. So as you follow what is for your highest good in that moment, you will recognize more truth. That is the way. And sometimes that does have to do with materialism, because we live in a material world. And materialism isn't necessarily finances. It's also just straight up resources, straight up shelter, straight up food, you know? And for some of you, it's like also as you start to, like, as I'm in an art studio, it's like as you start to follow and pursue your own kind of dreams and vision for the future, and understand with more clarity how you want to contribute to the world at large, that's going to be your path to awakening. But it's like really taking real action. So if I want to be an artist, like really learning about the how to like start that business, like the business element of it, you know? So it's really bringing things into reality. All right, that's the how. What's the why? Why is this awakening happening? Why is this awakening happening for the collective? Why will this awakening be happening for the collective? Two of Wands, It just needs to be. It always has been. It always has been. It's divine. And it's to bring society into a higher state of being, to promote a better standard of living and human rights for all. We are meant to flourish. We have all of the equipment to do so within our being, mentally, physically, spiritually, to really transcend these more barbaric kind of conditions of humanity. We were always meant to do that, and that was like our God-given right. So in a sense, it's to promote human rights, real human rights, and that better quality of living for all, to help us to recognize our true worth, the true value of our humanity and human potential. Okay, I said how, why. Are there any other? Yeah, I think that's good. So any closing messages in the tarot? I'm still studying this deck. I just got this deck. It's so incredible. It blends numerology with imagery, and it also kind of helps you to channel the vibe through a specific crystal. It's called Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic. So I can't wait to learn it in full. And when I do that, I can't wait to see like what I really receive from it. So in the meantime, is there anything more that I need to receive from the tarot before I move on to the animal oracle message? What are the closing messages for the collective? What is the closing message for the collective? What is the closing message for the highest good of all? What is the closing message today for the highest good of all? All right, I have the Sun. Yeah, it's like the end of an era and the beginning of everything working out for your highest good, for the highest good of all. A reconnection with nature, with spirit, with the ability to dream. We've been in a period of darkness, and things are coming to light once and for all, and it's going to bring this really jovial phase back into our collective, this ability to aspire and to heal. And this real clarity about what needs to go. All right, let's get some animal messages. Set my intention. Please clear these cards. Connect them only with the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for the highest good with ease and grace. Oh, limitless creator of all that is, was, and ever never will be, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity for us to learn, grow, become one with the holy, limitless essence of all creation. Please share only the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight today. What is the closing message for the collective today? One card at a time. What's the closing message for the collective today? What's the closing message for our collective today? What's the closing message for our collective today? All right, that fell on the floor. 1 second. All right. Jellyfish flow, number 20. Yeah, so I was saying, like, go with the flow when it comes to this. Let's see what it says in the booklet. Sip of tea. There's a water element, which has to do with the emotions. Getting these purples that have to do with the 7th chakra. That's our connection with the divine, as well as orange and yellow. So it's divine inspiration and how that guides us forward. Surrender to your internal ebb and flow. Jellyfish have a seemingly passive, relaxed, and graceful demeanor. They are free-swimming creatures that use their bell-shaped bodies to expand and contract, propelling themselves along in flow with the current. They also use this unique quality to pull themselves towards potential prey, utilizing their tentacles as non-active drift nets to capture and consume their victim. Jellyfish exert a very small amount of energy in order to meet their needs, demonstrating that they are true masters of giving minimal effort for maximum gain. The jellyfish teaches us the importance of letting go, surrendering, and rolling with the natural ebb and flow of the tides of our life. Physically, although consisting of mainly water and having a gelatinous form, they are powered and protected by their hydrostatic skeleton, which allows them to absorb oxygen through the water and to receive information that helps to detect predators and prey. The jellyfish is the most energy efficient animal on Earth. Their semi-transparent figure shows us that in order to thrive, sometimes we must choose to blend in to experience aspects of the collective conscious. When they break out of the group and find themselves washed ashore, we can associate this with being ready to follow our own individual flow and adventure. So I thought it was really interesting because it was talking about going with the flow. So this change is coming about very naturally. There's no need to really try so hard to heal. It's more about just surrendering to what is. So in practice, that looks like when something seems like it's working against you, to just allow, and that goes back to that element of faith. And faith is not necessarily religious. Faith is just a matter of having trust in the highest good, and that the highest good for you is the highest good of all, and that will always prevail, especially if we're acting in alignment with it, because it requires us as conduits to allow the divine will to flow through us, right? And let's see. And so that information said something here. Oh, okay. It says, physically, although consisting of mainly water and having a gelatinous form, they're powered and protected by their hydrostatic skeleton, which allows them to absorb oxygen through the water and to receive information that helps to detect predators and prey. So that information about who you can really trust is coming to you, like I mentioned. So I believe that is the long and short of it.